Yes, people, welcome to my World Cup 2026 predictions. Let's get straight into them. So, we're in the group stages, and first, Group A, got Mexico, Korea, South Africa, Czech Republic. I think coming top of this group is it's one of two teams, and I think it's Mexico or Czech Republic. And I think Mexico are going to finish top of the group. They're going to have some home advantage because some of the games will be played in Mexico. But then after that, Czech Republic, and then I'd say Korea, then South Africa. Going into Group B, you've got Canada, you got Switzerland, you got Qatar, and you got Bosnia. So in this situation, I'm gonna go Switzerland top. I think they're a very underrated team. They've got some very underrated players, and I reckon that team can grasp hold of something and possibly finish top of their group. I think Canada will finish second, same with Mexico. I think it'll be close between Canada and Bosnia, closer than people think. But also at the same time, you've got to remember that Canada do have some good quality players. Bosnia third, Qatar fourth. Top of this group, I think it's a no-brainer, but Morocco could potentially nick a few points for them, but I do think it'll be Brazil. Then I think it'll be Morocco, then Scotland, then Haiti. Group D, I'm going to go with a little bit of a mad one here. I'm going to say Turkey first, USA second, Australia third, Paraguay fourth. I just don't think Paraguay have enough quality. They've got a few players here and there that have that sort of class to push them on, but I'm not sure. Group E. Now this is going to be a bit of a controversial one, but I'm going to put Germany first, and I'm going to put Ecuador over the Ivory Coast. This is only because I think Ecuador are so solid in defence. They've got players like Hincapié, they've got Pacho from PSG, and they've got Caicedo just covering in front of him. I think that defence is just going to be ridiculous, and I don't think teams like Ivory Coast are going to be able to break it down. The Ivory Coast finish third and Morocco finish fourth. This group, once again, no-brainer. I think Netherlands finish top of this group, even though I think Netherlands' quality is dropping off slowly, but they do have some other players coming through, and I think it was a bit of a rash team that was picked. Obviously, there's some rash decisions, some players not getting in, such as Jeremy Frimpong, even though I think he does deserve a space in that Netherlands team. That's coming from an Everton fan. I'm going to go, Sweden or Japan. I'm going to go with Sweden, then Japan, then Tunisia. Tunisia have no chance in that group, but it's not because the rest of it is quality. I think the rest of them are just solid size, and Tunisia don't have that push to edge them on against any of those other sides. Group G, I'm going to go Belgium top, Egypt second, and New Zealand third, Iran fourth. Once again, quite self-explanatory. New Zealand, bit of a lack of quality. Belgium obviously have that quality to push on in the World Cup. I still don't think they're at that level yet to start questioning finals, semi-finals, but they've got decent quality. Once again, no-brainer, and I think it will just be in the order that I listed. Spain first, they could win the World Cup. Uruguay second, Saudi third, Cape Verde fourth. Group I, I'm going to go with France top, once again, could win the World Cup. They could be up there. I know Senegal second. I think these are some of the dark horses of the World Cup. We've got some very, very good players, such as Idrissa Gueye, Iliman Ndiaye, Sadio Mane. You've got a lot of good players, and that's just off the dome. If I went into detail in their team and looked at a few more players, genuinely, they have a chance of being very big dark horses. I'm going to go Norway and Iraq. I think Norway's going to have a disappointing year. They usually sometimes come out the round of 16, maybe, but they just don't have that quality. They've got a few players that are decent, and a few world class players as well, obviously, in Haaland and Odegaard. But beside that, I just don't think they have the rest of the quality to push teams like Senegal, who are quite well rounded. This group J. Argentina top, Austria second, Algeria third, Jordan fourth. I think that's quite self-explanatory. Argentina having quite a bit of quality, whereas Austria have a solid side. I think them and Algeria will be a good battle for second and third. But I just don't think Algeria have the rest. They have got some good players like Boudouani. They've got Riyad Mahrez. I don't know if he's still playing international football. He might be though. I reckon this will be his last World Cup if he is. Yeah, I just don't think they have the players to push on really in this World Cup. Group K, going to go Portugal top, Colombia second, and DR Congo third, with Uzbekistan finishing last. Only because Uzbekistan don't really have many players. They've got Kusanov. I'm pretty sure Kusanov plays for Uzbekistan, but I'm not 100% either way on that. But they've got a few players here and there. Group L, I'm going to go England top, but I don't think we're going to wipe the floor with any of them. I think Croatia are always our little dark horse team. I think Croatia always gives us a good game. And Ghana aren't a bad side. I'm going to go Croatia second, Ghana third. But Ghana will get unlucky. They've got players such as Semenyo, Thomas Partey. They've got some good quality players. They've got a well-rounded side. Third place finishes 8. Right, I'm just going to pick the 8 best teams here. So I think first of all you've got to pick Norway, Ghana, Scotland, Ivory Coast, Japan. I'm going to go with Algeria, Bosnia. I'm going to stick Australia in there. I am going to stick Australia in there. Now we are on to the round of 32. We're actually just picking teams against each other, which makes it so much easier. So, match 73. Czech Republic, Canada, and we will Czech Republic. I think they'll beat it. Germany, Australia. I'm going to say Germany will wipe the floor with Australia, about 4 or 5-0. I'm going to go with. It's a tough game. It's a tough game to choose. I will go with Netherlands though. Brazil, Sweden. I think Brazil will clean up. France. Every team's been the left side. I'm going to go Senegal. I'm going to go. Oh, Scotland, Mexico. Got to be a tough game. It will be a good game. I'm going to go with. I'll go with. That's going to be a good game. That. I'll go with Mexico. England, Norway. I think England. Turkey, Bosnia. Another good game. I think Turkey will come out on top. They've got some good quality midfielders such as Çalhanoğlu. Belgium, Ivory Coast. I think Belgium. I think Croatia against Colombia, but Colombia could be dark horses. They could show up like they do in most World Cups. Spain will beat Austria. I think Switzerland will beat Algeria. Argentina will beat Uruguay. That'll be a good little game. Argentina, Uruguay, an American one. Portugal, Ghana. I think Portugal will win, but I reckon it'll be closer than people expect. I reckon it'll be like 2-1 and Ghana will be pushing on. USA, Egypt, I'm going to go USA. Round 16 now. We're going to go with Germany, France. Oh, what a game. I do think France have too much quality for Germany to cope with though. Netherlands, I'm going to go with Brazil, Senegal. I'll go with Brazil. Mexico, England. I reckon England will take the win there. I'm going to go with Spain, Belgium, Argentina and Portugal. We have a Messi versus Ronaldo going on over here. We've got Brazil versus England. We've got Spain, Belgium. All 4 of these quarterfinals, if this was to happen, would be such quality games to watch, and I'd be gutted to miss out on any. But the first one, I'm going to go France. Just because I think Netherlands are more of an aging team now. I don't think they've got the quality in the youth ages, and I think the players that they do have, such as Virgil van Dijk, are slowly starting to fade. And France have players that are experienced, that are quality, young quality. They've got a mix of everything. I just think they'll be able to push on so much. Spain, Belgium. I'm going to go with Spain. I think that'll be quite an easy game for Spain. I think Belgium just don't have the quality that they used to have. Kevin De Bruyne are aging. You've got players like Lukaku aging. All their big quality players just aren't at that age anymore. Brazil, England, I reckon it'll be a close game, but the England in me is saying England. My head's saying Brazil, but I just think England will push to win that game. If it's pens, if it's extra time, I just think we will. Portugal, Argentina. I think, although Portugal aren't the worst team. I just don't think they have the quality to match up with last World Cup winners Argentina, and I think Argentina will try and push on to win this tournament. I don't think they'll do it this time. France, Spain. Now this is the game everyone's been waiting for. They're the two favourites in my opinion to win the World Cup, with these two being third and fourth. So this semi-final is, in my opinion, first, second, third, fourth. I'm going to go with a France win, just because of how stacked their attack is. Their attack, Ousmane Dembele, Desiree Doué, you've got so many, Antoine Griezmann, you've just got so many good quality players in that attack. Kylian Mbappe, how am I missing? Like, such quality. And I'm going to say England will get to the World Cup final, but France will come out on top. I think France will be the winners of this World Cup, and I think their quality is just unbelievable. I think they'll just be like a joke. I think the attack will push on so much together. I think everyone else will push on. I just think it'll be I think their country's just a landslide of everyone. I think they just landslide everyone besides Spain. I think Spain's the only close country to them, and I think Spain's the only one that's going to challenge. And if Spain don't knock them out, I don't think anyone will. So thank you for watching, guys. If you've got your prediction for this World Cup and you want to let me know who you think will win, type it in the comments. Make sure you like, subscribe and share to your friends. See you guys in the next one. Thank you.